Hi guys, I'm Josh.
And I'm Ramsey.
And we're the Honey Jars.
And we're back.
We're back.
After how many months?
I don't know. Several.
Several months. So we recently stopped doing videos on our channel because we wanted to work on something a little bit different. And we are pleased to announce that here is that something different.
Indeed.
So we really have a blast playing games, and we wanted to think of a different way that we could make a video to sort of engage you guys and play a game with us.
Yeah.
So that's why we are proud to present, drumroll please, pause for dramatic effect. We're going to do a Werewolves of Miller Hollow experience.
Yeah, it's called Big Bad Wolf, an interactive werewolf experience.
Werewolves of Miller's Hollow is a social deductive game, much like Mafia or Secret Hitler.
Right. The goal of the werewolves players is to eliminate the villagers, and the goal of the villagers players is to eliminate the werewolves.
So it'll be your job to find out which inhabitants of your village have come down with lycanthropy.
What'd you say?
Lycanthropy. Werewolfism.
You mean lycanthropy?
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Whatever.
Yeah, that. Anyway, you'll be tasked with figuring out who is who. The choices you make and who to send to the gallows will matter. The village will succeed or fail entirely on your choices alone.
So, Josh will be moderating your experience like a normal werewolf game. I, however, will be playing, so allow me to slip into something a little more comfortable.
Werewolves of Miller's Hollow is played over a series of nights between two factions vying for control of the village, the werewolves and the villagers. Every night, the werewolves will devour a villager as their chosen victim, and the village must vote the following morning who to execute. We will be playing with the following role cards. 2 of our players will be werewolves. It is your job to figure out who they are and eliminate them in order to eliminate lycanthropy in the village. The seer will be able to look at the identity of another player and know whether they are a werewolf player or not. The angel has a separate win condition than the villagers. If the angel is eliminated on the first day of town, they and they alone will win the game. After the first day, however, they lose their wings and continue to play as a regular villager. Cupid has one special ability that is used at the start of the scenario, and that ability is to make 2 players fall in love with each other. The lovers, knowing who each other are, will then try to be the last 2 surviving members so that they have their own separate win condition. It is possible for the lovers to be part of either the werewolf or the villager factions. There will also be 2 regular villagers who won't have any astounding powers. We call these vanilla villagers vanillagers for short. For simplicity's sake, you too, as the player, will be playing as a regular villager. So I guess that makes it 3. Those are the roles, and it is up to you to figure out who is who and vote off the werewolves. Each player will give you their own recollection of the events in their own confessional, but it is imperative to remember that in the nature of this game, anyone can say whatever they want. Do not assume that everyone is being honest with you. Even villagers might lie to you to save their own skin. And with that being said, let's go ahead and begin our game. Cupid spies 2 villagers that have yet to find love. Shooting them with an arrow should help. The 2 lovers are struck with arrows and notice each other for the first time. Night falls over the village. The werewolves awaken and begin their hunt. Spotting a victim alone, they move in for the kill. The seer has a vision of one of the villagers. Or was that a werewolf? The village wakes up only to find that their beloved moderator has died. Yes, I may be dead, but allow my voice to give you some clarity into your current situation. You are now tasked with interrogating your fellow villagers and elect one of them to be killed tonight.
Oh, right, because it's always the spouse. Don't fall for that cliche. I was at the inn pretty much all night. There are people that can vouch for me.
It wasn't me. I mean, I guess I would say that regardless, so that's not helpful. I go to bed early because I make everyone's buns for the morning. And so I have to get up at like 4 and I went to bed early.
I'm gonna wait this out before I give too much information, but as a doctor, I can definitely say that the bite marks on his neck were from a canine animal.
My job is to keep the peace. I would never harm an innocent.
They probably all think I did it, but I didn't do it. I could have done it. I mean, I have the axe. But if I did it, I would have murdered him with the axe. But I didn't, and no one can prove I am an axe murderer. That is a fact.
Well, I'm Cupid, so if you keep me alive, I can tell you who the lovers are.
It doesn't really matter, just pick. You hardly have any information to go off of anyway.
Now it's your turn to make a choice. Select the character you think is a werewolf to eliminate them from the game.